I'm Tammy. The cameraman is Chris, my husband, and this is Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did. Boy, today we're making good old Southern cornbread with cracklins in it. I call it crackling cornbread, and you're going to love it. Let's get started. All right, we're going to start by greasing our skillet. Put a little cornmeal mix in it. We are using White Lily cornmeal mix, of course. You're going to want to grease it good. Don't be shy with your shortening. When you make cornbread, that's one thing that makes it good and crunchy. All right. Now you're going to take a little bit of your cornmeal mix and you're going to sprinkle it in your skillet. All right, we got the oven preheated to 450 degrees. And we're going to start with 2 cups of White Lily cornmeal mix. That's 1. And 2. Now, because I'm using the cracklins today in my normal cornbread, I typically use a little bit of butter and some oil, but today I'm just using some oil because these cracklins are fried. What they are is pork fat with the skins attached, fried, and they got a little bit of smoke flavor. That's what a pork cracklin is. If you've ever had a pork skin, they're a lot like that, but they're harder. So what I did is they came in larger hunks, and I actually used something and beat them in a bag so that they'd be smaller. Okay, you're going to need 2 cups of cracklins. And because I'm using cracklins, they're just good with pepper. So we're going to add pepper to our cornbread, which we don't normally do either. So we're going to put in an egg. And now my chickens are laying, and I got one of my pretty ones. Whoa! They are thin, though, shells. And I feed my chickens a ton of stuff to help them, and they still have some thin shells. Of course, it's not cold either, so it's room temperature. So, all right, so you put in an egg. We're going to put in some oil. Quarter cup is what I'm going to use today. That's actually olive oil, but you can use whatever kind of oil you want to. No, Mama didn't use olive oil, but this Mama's doing it. All right, we're putting in pepper. About a ½ teaspoon. And we're going to put in a little bit of salt, about a ½ teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now I'm going to add enough buttermilk to make it blend together. Or it might be, I don't know how much milk it is. Y'all, good amount of milk to get it to blend together. How's that? 2 cups. 2 cups cornmeal, probably 2 cups of milk. Close to it. That's the way you want it to look. Just like that. Just together and moist. Now what we're going to do is going to pour these in there. And mix it up. And that's going to have some fat in it when it warms up. It's one reason I didn't add the butter. I just love pork skins, so if you love pork skins, you're going to love this crackling cornbread. It is really good with collard greens and cabbage or whatever this time of year. So grab some when you're in the store, get you some cracklins, and make you some good old crackling cornbread. All right, we're going to slide this into the oven. Now, if you don't want to make it this way, you could fry it up in the skillet with a little butter and oil and patties if you want to. But it sure is easier to throw it in the oven, ain't it? So we'll see when it comes out and it's good and brown. You're going to cook it at 450 degrees till it gets nice and brown. All right, we're going to get this cornbread out of the oven. Got some stuff going to go with it. And I mean, I got it nice and brown. But it's pretty. We'll slice into it in a minute. Looks good. I'm using a big knife to slice into my cornbread. Just happened to be laying here. Now, it's got cracklins in it, so it's going to fall apart a little bit. I can go ahead and tell you that. Because I put so many in there that you can see how good it looks. And I'm going to tell you, it's delicious. It is good stuff. Now that's going to be good with your collards, your cabbage, your beans on New Year's Day. So grab some cracklins when you're in the grocery store and add them to your cornbread this year and be like him with Collard Valley Cooks. We'll see you next time. Y'all come back and see us. We love you. Bye.
It's over now. Tammy, she just showed you how to cook it up like Mama used to do. So go on out and have some fun. Now you're getting dinner done with Collard Valley Cooks.